Nestled in the dense forests and misty hills of Willow Creek, New Jersey, stands Blackwood House, an old Victorian mansion. Its windows seem to stare into the darkness, exuding an ominous presence even in daylight. No one has lived here for 50 years. The locals whisper that lights flicker in the windows at night, and sometimes the sound of weeping drifts out. Rumors say the house's first owner, Elizabeth Blackwood, died here after being betrayed by her husband, and her spirit still wanders. On a stormy night around 10:30 p.m., a black SUV pulled up in front of Blackwood House. Stepping out was Jack Parker, a handsome but restless man in his late 30s. His face was shadowed with grim determination, his eyes gleaming with a strange satisfaction. Beside him emerged Sophia Miller, a beautiful 25-year-old woman whose calm demeanor felt unnaturally composed. They hadn't come here to stay. They had come to hide. Jack stood with an old key in hand and said, "Sophia, we'll be safe here." Sophia glanced around and whispered, "Jack, this place doesn't feel right. It's like someone's watching us." Jack laughed and replied, "It's just your imagination. Old houses are like that. Come on, let's go inside." As the key turned in the lock, the door creaked open. A stench of rotting wood and something undefinable wafted out from within. Flashback. 6 months earlier. Jack and Linda had been married for 5 years. Linda, a soft-hearted 28-year-old woman with black hair and a warm smile, had once been the reason for Jack's love. But Jack's mind had grown restless. His job at a small investment firm kept him busy night after night. Linda waited patiently for him. One evening at the Rusty Anchor Bar in Willow Creek, Jack first met Sophia Miller. Sophia was the new bartender, her deep green eyes and enigmatic smile drawing him in. Holding a glass of whiskey, Jack asked, "Are you settling in here okay?" Sophia smiled and replied, "The town's small, but I can dream big in small places. What dreams do you have, Jack?" Jack smiled and said, "I want freedom from this town, from this life." Sophia's eyes sparkled as she said, "Then we're dreaming the same dream." From that night, their secret affair began. They met in hiding, by the river, in the old park, even in the abandoned warehouse at Jack's office. Linda grew suspicious of Jack's late returns, his changed phone password, and his cold behavior. One day, while Jack slept, Linda checked his phone. Seeing Sophia's messages made her heart stop. Sophia had written, "Jack, I can't go on like this. We have to get rid of Linda." Jack's reply was, "I'll find a way." Tears streaming down her face as she read the messages, Linda sobbed, "Jack, what are you doing?" But Jack didn't hear. He was lost in dreams of his new life with Sophia. On the night of the incident. That evening, Linda called Jack and said, "Jack, where are you? I'm waiting." Tears mixed in Linda's voice. Jack replied coolly, "I'm coming, Linda. We'll talk." But Jack had no intention of talking. Moments later, Jack returned with a sharp knife in hand. Seeing Jack, Linda said, "Jack, we can fix everything. I know you're involved with Sophia, but I love you." Jack's face hardened as he said, "You won't understand, Linda. I want to be free."
You know this has to end.
Please, there has to be.
Sophia, standing by the door, whispered, "Finish it now, Jack." Then Jack plunged the knife into Linda's chest. Linda gasped and said, "Jack, how could you do this?" Linda's body slumped to the floor. Jack and Sophia stood there, bloodstains on their hands. Sophia said, "Jack, now we're free." Jack nodded and replied, "We'll hide her at Blackwood House. No one will look there." They wrapped Linda's body in a carpet and loaded it into the car. As the door to Blackwood House swung open, a dust-filled living room came into view. Broken chairs, a cracked mirror, and a musty smell. Jack said, "We're safe here." Sophia replied in a restless voice, "Jack, this house feels alive. I'm scared." Jack laughed and said, "There's nothing to fear. We'll only stay a few days." Jack took Linda's body to the basement. He pried up the wooden floorboards, dropped the body into a pit, and covered it with dirt. Returning, he said, "No one will find her here." But then the sounds began. Thump, 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 as if someone was descending the stairs. Sophia startled and said, "Jack, did you hear that?" Jack furrowed his brow and said, "It's the wind. Old houses make noises like that." But Sophia looked toward the mirror. Behind her, Linda's shadow, bloodshot eyes, a terrifying smile on her face. Sophia screamed, "Linda, she's here!" Jack snapped, "What did you see? There's no one." But Sophia's face was pale. Sophia said, "Linda's watching us, Jack." On the first night, Jack and Sophia tried to sleep. In the middle of the night, a whisper reached Jack's ears. "Jack, you killed me." Jack bolted upright and said, "Who's there?" The room was dark, only moonlight filtering through the window. By the bedside, Linda's shadow, bloodied face, eyes filled with rage. Jack flicked on the light, but no one was there. Sophia woke up. She said, "You heard it too, didn't you?" Jack replied in a trembling voice, "It's my mind playing tricks." The next morning they decided to leave, but the car's engine wouldn't start. On the window glass written in blood, "You can't escape." Sophia screamed, "Jack, we're trapped!" Jack said, "Calm down, we'll fix it." But as the days dragged on, the atmosphere of the house grew more terrifying. Linda's face kept appearing in the mirror. At night, sounds from the basement, as if someone was digging through the dirt. Sophia, crying, said, "We killed Linda, but she's come back." Jack shouted, "Sophia, shut up! Linda is dead!" On the third night, Blackwood House turned into a nightmare realm. The air reeked of blood, shadows of Linda on the walls. Jack and Sophia barricaded themselves in a room, doors and windows sealed. The basement door creaked open. Linda's ghost, with her bloodied body, ascended the stairs. Behind her, the shadow of Elizabeth Blackwood. Linda's voice shook them. "You took my life. Now I'll take yours." Jack grabbed a knife and screamed, "You're dead, Linda! You're not here!" Linda's laugh grew horrific. "This house is mine, and now so are you." Sophia, sobbing, said, "I told you not to kill her, Jack. It's not my fault." Linda turned to Sophia and said, "You wanted my place. Now you'll stay here forever." The room's lights went out. Screams, crashing sounds, and then silence. The next morning, local police arrived at Blackwood House. Seeing Jack and Sophia's car, they entered. In the basement, a freshly dug pit. On the mirror, written in blood, "They're with me now." Detective Murphy, an old police officer, read the diary and said, "This house never lets anyone go." The people of Willow Creek still say that lights flicker in Blackwood House at night. Shadows of two women can be seen in the windows, Linda and Elizabeth. Their eyes bloodied, faces twisted in terrifying smiles. If anyone approaches the house, they hear a whisper, "There is no forgiveness for betrayers."